Hey, what's up guys? Rev here. Today we're going to talk about the latest wave of censorship. Now this isn't exactly the newest trend in the realm of censorship, it's something that's happened before, but in recent months this particular practice has ramped up quite significantly to the point where the objective seems pretty clear. So today's story involves China. The life of the average Chinese citizen resembles that of some 1984 Orwellian nightmare, where your entire life, what you're allowed to see, what you're not allowed to see, is dictated by your government. Of course, every country has a government with a level of control over its citizens' online consumption, but nobody does it quite like China. And I'm gonna pull back the magician's curtain and say something that is somehow still considered controversial to some, but I don't like the Chinese government. Yes, I know. Pick your jaws up off of the floor after that hot take. Like I said, no government is perfect, but how can anyone defend what China does? And I've seen people time and time again embrace the Chinese government and its decisions just to own another country with opposing views they don't like. It's wild. Imagine simping some maniac like their president. I'm pretty sure Winnie the Pooh here is so insecure that the mere mention of the word Taiwan would be enough to soil his child labor manufactured undies. And every sympathizer will say it's a strong government instilling the traditional values that the people want, which is an outright lie, a facade. Because at the end of the day, it's not about morals, it's not about bettering people's lives, it's about control and power. There is no greater form of control than literally running an intranet where your government decides what its citizens' entire worldviews are going to be. And we're just talking about censorship of online content. We're not even getting into the atrocities committed against its own citizens. But that's way too above this channel to get into. So in a nutshell, fuck China. Now let's move on to today's topic and another form of Chinese censorship. Chinese servants' art and data removed from Chinese Fate Grand Order. So in case you don't know, Fate Grand Order is a free-to-play gacha game based on the Fate series, a game I played myself for a couple of years. In the game, you obtain and battle with servants who are based on historical figures, because we all know that Leonardo da Vinci was actually a cute anime girl. But as you could guess, some of the characters are based on Chinese historical figures. Well, as it turns out, in the most recent update for the Chinese version of FGO, Bilibili, a Chinese publisher of the game, removed large elements from most of the Chinese servants in-game. The illustrations, voices, names, and matrix data have been deleted. In lieu of the characters' real names, you'll now see their class and a number. Imagine the excitement in the Chinese players when they finally roll and receive the rare servant Assassin 170 with a literal default card where the character is supposed to be. It must be very exciting. And the reason for this is that the Chinese government believes that these depictions are offensive, while of course no such sentiment exists for all the other remaining characters in the game. Also keep in mind something like this happened in the Chinese Genshin Impact servers recently, and only a month ago, the Chinese government restricted minors to only a few hours a week of allotted time to play online games. Name anyone more oppressed than a Chinese gamer. You probably can't. But in all seriousness, I feel truly bad for Chinese citizens. The tightening of censorship is reaching a depressingly satirical level, and I'm very sure this is just the tip of the iceberg with much more to come. But that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.